Let's begin.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Podcast by Mr. B. I am so happy you are here with us today. Today, we are going to talk about something we all have to do. We are going to learn how to talk about your job. But more importantly, how to talk about your job without putting people to sleep.
Exactly. But before we get into it, guys, if you love learning English with us, please take 1 second to hit the like button and subscribe to the podcast. It helps us so much, and it makes sure you never miss a fun lesson. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, everyone. So, Anna, let's talk about work.
Oh, Mr. B, I hate talking about work at parties.
Why? You have a great job.
Because when people ask, "What do you do?" I always sound so boring.
What do you usually say?
I say, "I am an office worker. I type on a computer."
Oh, wow.
See? It is terrible. The other person usually says, "Oh, nice," and then they slowly walk away to eat a sandwich.
I would walk away too, Anna. I type on a computer sounds like you are a robot.
I am not a robot, but I don't know how to make it sound exciting. I am not an astronaut. I am not a movie star.
You don't have to be an astronaut. And that brings us to today's topic, how to talk about your job without sounding boring.
I really need this. My goal is to keep people awake when I talk.
That's a great goal. And today, we are going to fix your robot problem.
Good. Delete my robot programming, please.
Step number 1, stop using your job title.
Stop using my title? But the title is the truth. I am an office worker.
Yes, but titles are very dry. If you say, I am an accountant, or I'm an administrator, people don't really know what you do every day.
That makes sense. It is just a label.
Exactly. So instead of a title, we use an action.
An action? Like jumping?
No, not jumping. We use the magic formula. I help people do thing.
I help people do thing. That sounds easy.
It is very easy. Let's look at an accountant. Instead of saying, I am an accountant, they can say, I help small businesses manage their money.
Oh, wow. I help small businesses manage their money. That sounds so much better.
Because it's an action. It shows your value.
Let me try. What about a teacher?
Give it a try. Use the formula.
I am a teacher. No, wait. I help young students learn English.
Perfect. Short and clear.
I like this formula. What about an IT worker, the computer guys?
I help the company keep all the computers running smoothly.
I help the company keep the computers running smoothly. Got it.
Now, let's fix your job, Anna.
Okay. I am an office administrator.
Use the formula. Who do you help?
I help our team.
And what do you help them do?
I help them stay organized. So I help our team stay organized.
Exactly. Do you see the difference?
Yes, I help our team stay organized sounds like I am a superhero.
You are the office superhero. Now, let's move to step number 2. Talk about the impact.
The impact? What does that mean?
It means what is the result of your work. Never list your boring daily tasks.
But my daily tasks are my job.
I know, but nobody wants to hear, I answer emails, I make phone calls, and I print papers.
True. That makes me want to eat a sandwich and walk away.
So focus on the big picture. Focus on the impact.
Give me an example.
Instead of, I answer emails from angry customers, you can say, I solve problems for our clients.
I solve problems for our clients. That sounds so much more professional.
It is. It is. Let's try another one. Instead of, I write code for a website.
I build websites so people can shop easily.
Perfect. You are naturally finding the impact.
It feels really good to talk like this. It makes me proud of my job.
That's exactly the point. When you speak with pride, people want to listen.
Okay, Mr. B, but what if the person asks for more details?
That brings us to step number 3. Add a tiny feeling.
A tiny feeling. Like I am sad?
Please don't tell strangers at a party that your job makes you sad.
Good tip.
You want to add a short, positive opinion about your work. It makes the conversation more human.
Show me how.
You can say, "It can be crazy sometimes, but I really enjoy it."
It can be crazy sometimes, but I really enjoy it. Oh, that sounds very natural.
It is extremely natural. Another great phrase is, "Every day is different," which keeps it interesting.
Every day is different, which keeps it interesting.
Exactly. It shows you have a good attitude.
I love this. So I give them the formula, the impact, and a tiny feeling.
Let's put it all together. Anna, what do you do for work?
Let me try. I help our team stay organized and solve problems for our clients. It can be crazy sometimes, but I really enjoy it.
Wow, that is a perfect answer.
Short and clear, and not a single robot word.
No robot words at all. You sound like a confident professional.
Thank you, Mr. B. But what if I'm looking for a job? What if I'm unemployed?
Ah, that's a great question. Many people feel embarrassed to say, "I don't have a job."
It is a scary thing to say.
Yes, but we have a great phrase for that. Do not say, "I'm unemployed."
What should I say?
Say, "I am currently looking for new opportunities in your field."
I am currently looking for new opportunities in marketing. Perfect.
Or you can say, "I'm between jobs right now."
I'm between jobs right now. That sounds very positive, like I'm on a bridge to the next thing.
Exactly. It keeps the energy positive.
I feel so prepared for my next party. I'm going to talk to everyone.
I am sure you will. But first, we need to do our quick review.
Yes, let's lock the magic phrases into my brain.
Listeners, this is your time to practice. Speak out loud with us.
Repeat after us. Build that muscle memory.
Phrase 1, the magic formula. I help people manage their money.
I help people manage their money.
Phrase 2, talking about impact. I solve problems for our clients.
I solve problems for our clients.
Phrase 3, adding a tiny feeling. It can be crazy, but I enjoy it.
It can be crazy, but I enjoy it.
Phrase 4, another tiny feeling. Every day is different, which keeps it interesting.
Every day is different, which keeps it interesting.
Phrase 5, if you are looking for work. I'm between jobs right now.
I'm between jobs right now.
Fantastic job, everyone. You sound like native speakers.
We are ready for business.
Now it's time for our practice challenge.
The job challenge.
Yes, listeners, we want you to practice the magic formula.
I help people do thing.
Go to the comments right now and tell us what you do for work using this formula.
Do not use your job title. Show us your action.
Write your full sentence below. We read every single comment and we will reply to you.
I can't wait to read them. It's going to be so much more interesting than I am an office worker.
Absolutely. So Anna, now you know how to start a conversation, be polite, tell a story, and talk about your job.
I am the queen of parties.
You are. But what happens when you want to leave the party?
Oh, well, I usually just yell goodbye and run out the door.
Anna, that's terrifying.
Well, saying goodbye is awkward. I never know how to end the conversation.
And that is exactly what our next episode is about. How to end a conversation politely without being awkward.
Oh, I need that so much. No more running away from parties.
We will learn the best, most polite ways to say goodbye like a native speaker.
I am so excited for that one. Thank you for today's lesson, Mr. B.
You're very welcome, Anna. And thank you to all our amazing listeners. Have a fantastic week.
Bye, everyone. Keep practicing.